Hi everyone. So for today's video, we have a new topic, no? So we have uncovering insights, patterns, and themes in data. Delving into data can uncover a wealth of insights from recognizing emerging patterns to identifying overarching themes. No? By carefully examining the information at hand, researchers can gain a deeper understanding of the phenomena they are studying. Right? So more on themes, no? Because we are gonna explore the qualitative side of a research. So understanding research question number one, define the objectives. So clearly articulate the key questions and goals that the data analysis aims to address. Ito yung mga SOP mo. Ano ba yung mga statement of the problem mo? No? Kasi dapat aware ka sa kung ano ang sasagutin mo using the data that you have gathered. Okay? Next, refine the scope. Determine the boundaries and parameters of the research to ensure a focused and meaningful investigation. Okay? So dapat naaayos yung hanggang saan ba yung magiging sakop ng iyong study. Diba? Kasi kapag masyadong malawak, baka kailangan i-adjust natin. Yung manageable lang. Next, identify relevant data. Gather the appropriate data sources that will provide the necessary information to answer the research question. Okay? So, ano ba yung mga kailangan data mo based on your SOP na dapat mong makuha? So, yun dapat ang targetin mo. Data. Okay? So, if you need the teachers, no, as your respondents, dapat teacher ang iyong magiging respondents. Hindi ka kukuha ng engineer or electrician para magsagot ng iyong research survey because hindi po sila ang target respondent mo. Let's now proceed with gathering and preparing the data. For the data collection, gather the necessary data from various sources, ensuring accuracy and completeness. Sa pag-data collect ng mga survey, dapat make sure, no, na accurate, kompleto ang iyong mga data na pinagkukuha. So, you arrange it in a sheet of Excel file, no? Or pwede rin Google Sheets. Any spreadsheet file naman, any application. But the common kasi is the Microsoft, diba? Next, data cleaning. Identify and address any issues such as missing values or inconsistencies to ensure data quality. Dapat malinis po ang ating data. Make sure na walang inconsistencies para ma-ensure natin ang data quality. Next, we have data transformation. Convert the data into a format that is suitable for analysis, such as organizing it into a structured database or spreadsheet. Okay? So, andiyan, kitang-kita po natin yung pag-transform ng data, no, na meron tayo. Kapag po na-analyze na natin yan, makikita natin paano ba, no, how it is related to each variables, for instance. Next, we have exploratory data analysis. So number one, identifying distributions. Examine the statistical properties of the data such as measures of central tendency and dispersion. Okay, so common po measures of central tendency na mean, no? Median mode, dyan sa mga small type of research sa high school. Senior high school, commonly, yan, yung median mode, no? Pinapakita nila. So, nagiging descriptive research yung mga common output. Next, we have visualizing relationships. Utilize various data visualization techniques to uncover patterns and connections within the data. Okay, so sa Excel po, or any data analysis tools, marami po tayo ng visualization techniques na maaaring magamit. So sooner, magpo-post tayo ng videos focusing on those data visualization techniques. Next, uncovering anomalies, detect any outliers or unusual data points that may warrant further investigation. Yan. So, baka may mga anomalya sa mga data. No? So, we need to be what? Critical on that. Alamin natin, tunguhin natin, tuntunin natin nasaan ba yung correct data at yung incorrect data, remove them. Let's now proceed with the identifying patterns and trends. So for the recurring themes, identify common themes, motifs, or recurring elements within the data that may point to underlying phenomena. Okay? So, common na po ito, sa ating tinatawag na mixed methods or di kaya naman ay qualitative type of research. So, may mga mabubukan themes based on the respondents' response with the interview or focus group discussion. Next, we have temporal patterns. Analyze the data for any time-based patterns or trends such as seasonal fluctuations or long-term shifts. So, let's look at the data, the patterns or trends. Next, relationships and associations. Explore the connection and interdependencies between different variables or data points. Okay? So, tingnan natin, meron bang relasyon yung mga variables na iyong ginamit sa iyong research. So, using, of course, the Pearson correlation. Gamit na gamit. We also have predictive insights. Use the identified patterns to make informed predictions about future outcomes or behaviors. So using the patterns, we can make an informed predictions with regards to the future. Okay. Relating findings to literature. Ayan. So dapat po, kapag nakuha na natin findings natin, i-relate po natin sa literature na nakuha natin. Nagsusupport ba itong literature na to sa naging resulta ng iyong research? Or nagko-contradict ba ito? So, maganda na ilagay natin ito para support po natin sa ating result. So, contextualize findings. Situate the patterns and themes discovered in the data within the broader body of relevant research and literature. Okay? Tingnan natin yung mga patterns, mga themes na nabuo natin within the research literature na kinonduct natin prior to doing the data collection. Next, identify similarities. Examine how the current findings align with or diverge from the conclusion drawn in previous studies. Ito po yung sinabi ko kanina. So maganda na supported by related literature ang inyong mga research. Next, uncover gaps. Highlight any areas where the data analysis provides new insights or perspectives not covered in the existing literature. So we're gonna highlight any areas na kung saan hindi natin na-touch so that for future research, maaari itong research na ng mga future researchers pa natin. Diba? Okay, let's now proceed with interpreting the significance of results. Okay, for the insights, explain the key insights and understandings gained from the data analysis. Right? So, dapat yung insights natin, nilalagay natin dyan sa ating research results and discussion. Okay. Implications. Discuss the broader implications and potential applications of the findings. Mahalaga na lagay din po dyan sa ating research, no? Kung ano yung magiging implications ng study mo. Ano ba yung magiging benefit niyan, no? Sa naging target mong beneficiary of your study. Next, limitations. Acknowledge any limitations or caveats that should be considered when interpreting the results. So, yung limitation na yan, be honest. No? State it in your results and discussion so that transparent tayo. And future directions suggest potential further research or exploration based on the current findings. So, of course, as I always say, dapat may patutunguhan pa rin po in the future ang inyong nakandak na study. Hindi pwedeng stop na siya doon because wala na mangyayari kapag ganito. So, as much as possible, there is a room for future directions. Alright? So, I hope that you have learned a lot for today's discussion. So, thank you so much for tuning in. So, I'll see you on the next one.